Hello, everybody. Welcome back to House of Games. I'm Richard Osman. All week, 4 famous faces. I've been playing a series of ridiculous quiz rounds, and they've been playing them very, very well. Let's meet this week's faces. They are Rachel Riley, JB Gill, Katie Derham, and Richard Herring. Welcome back. What a week it's been so far, Rachel.
Yeah.
Super close, right? Everyone's really nice, but also good at quizzing.
Yeah, I feel like I'm kind of slacking.
Yeah, so you won on Monday, but yesterday you were in last place.
Yeah.
Shall we take a look at the overall leaderboard?
Oh, fine.
So someone on Friday wins the trophy. Let's take a look after 3 days where we stand. JB has 5, Rachel with 7, Katie 8, Richard Herring in the lead there with 10. He's won the last 2 shows. Now, JB, yesterday you said you were going to win. You came second.
Yes.
You lost by 1 point.
Yes.
That's gutting.
It was gutting. But you know what? I've always been a late developer, so...
Oh, that's good.
There's hope for me yet.
You know we're only doing this 5 days, don't you? We can't extend it any further, I'm afraid. Katie, couple of second places, 3rd place yesterday. So you've yet to win a daily prize.
Yes.
Shall we take a look at the daily prizes today?
Let's.
Today could be
Tease
your
me.
day. Not tease you, you're going to win one of these.
Oh.
There's a cushion there, fine.
Oh, my
There's an
word.
alarm clock. There's a House of Games onesie.
Yeah.
There's a House of Games steering lock. And the House of Games fondue set, which has proved very, very popular.
Well, I hate to be going with the crowd, but, I mean, I love a fondue.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't like a fondue?
Exactly.
Richard Herring.
Hello.
2 wins in a row.
Wow.
That's pretty good going, isn't it?
Yeah.
Both by 1 point. They've both
Yeah.
been super close. What do you think of your competitors? They're a good bunch, right?
Very, very strong lineup. So, yeah, I'm very pleased to have done well a couple of times.
You're so close to saying annoyingly strong.
There isn't a weak link.
Yeah, it would be nice to sit back occasionally, wouldn't it? But you definitely can't on this one. It's been a great week so far. I'm sure today will be great as well. Shall we play our first game?
Yeah.
Every time I press this buzzer, a new game comes up. We never know what it's going to be. Today it is... Correction Centre. Now, what's going to happen, I'm going to go along the line, I'm going to read you each a statement. You need to change 1 word in that statement to make it factually correct, OK? It's currently incorrect. You need to change 1 word and you will make it factually correct. Rachel, here is yours. Larry Hagman played the scheming oil baron J.R. Hartley in the drama series Dallas.
OK, well,
You need to change 1 word of that to something else.
J.R. Hartley, he was the guy from the Yellow Pages adverts, wasn't he?
Are you too young for Dallas?
Yes.
Oh, God. That's so depressing, isn't it?
Who shot J.R., but who shot J.R. who? J.R. Collins.
Is incorrect. Oh, Richard Herring.
J.R. Ewing.
Ewing is the correct answer. Very well done.
Marvellously.
Change
For
Hartley
thinking outside
to
the
Ewing.
box.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't think I was going to feel old after question 1 of today's show. JB, let's read out your statement. Change 1 word here to make it factually correct. Despite being a bit of a mouthful to pronounce, the Mary Poppins song Anti-Disestablishmentarianism became a surprise hit, even making it onto the Billboard Hot 100.
Do you know what's really annoying?
What's that?
I know it.
OK.
But that anti-disestablishmentarianism has thrown me because I can't get the first part of the actual word that I need.
Oh, really?
Does this help if we...
What word are you going to change?
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Yeah.
OK. Absolutely califragilisticexpialidocious.
Oh. Is that the right answer? Oh! How did he... Boo! Boo! I know that's not a normal game show host catchphrase. What, Richard Herring, is the answer?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Yeah, so the anti was... Yeah. Herring's already got 2 points. We're only 2 points into the show. Katie, here is yours.
OK.
The final chapter of Charlotte Bronte's Jane Eyre opens with the timeless sentence, "Babes, I married him."
I wish it did. If she were writing today, that's what she'd have written. I would like to change the word babes for reader.
Change babes to reader, is that right? Absolutely. Very well done, Katie. Richard, here is yours. What would you like to change here? After his hilarious scrapes land him in deep water time after time, the tale of Mr. Jeremy Clarkson ends with him enjoying a nice hot meal with his friends.
I know what this is, but I'm not sure I'm going to get this right. So it's the tale of... It's obviously not Jeremy Clarkson. It's the Beatrix Potter book, and I think It is Jeremy Fisher.
Is that the correct answer? It is the correct answer. Change Clarkson to Fisher. Head of Mr. Jeremy Fisher. Well played, Richard. Rachel, we are back to you. OK, here is yours. The cat and mouse drama No Country for Old Men won 3 Oscars for its visionary directing duo, the Chuckle Brothers.
Well, the only directing brothers I can think of are the Coen brothers. So I'm going to change Chuckle to Coen.
Change Chuckle to Coen, is that right? It's the correct answer, Rachel. Well done. The Coen brothers, No Country for Old Men. JB, here is yours. What would you like to change here to make it factually accurate? Clavicle is the anatomical term for the lazy bone.
Change lazy to collar.
To collar. Is that the correct answer? It is indeed. Well played, JB. It's more like it, isn't it?
There we go.
Katie, here is yours. According to the traditional version of the nursery rhyme, Solomon Grundy is chilled on Sunday.
I don't think I'm familiar with that nursery rhyme, Solomon
Really?
Grundy. Is it likely something nice happened to him on a Sunday? Because that's when he would have been told to go to church, do we think? Is he...
Do we think?
Do you think?
You may have misunderstood how this works.
Do we think? Somebody out there. He is told off. He is... he's happy on Sunday.
Changed chilled to happy, is that correct? Not, I'm afraid. Richard.
Buried.
It is indeed, Richard. What a round you're having, Solomon Grundy.
Well, I'll never forget that.
Buried on a Sunday, yes,
Right.
Solomon Grundy. Richard, last question of this round. Here's your one. Since 1986, Ian Hislop's left eye has been the scourge of dishonest public figures and corrupt politicians.
It certainly has. It's Ian Hislop's private eye.
Change left to private. Is that the correct answer? Absolutely right. Well done. Private eye. That's the end of that round. I'm going to go on record as saying that's quite a good round for Richard. Don't you think?
Wowzer.
Oh, should we take a little look at the score? 1 point each for Rachel, JB and Katie. Richard, 5 points. The 3 of you put together have got 3.
No.
And then he nicked everyone else's points and got both of his own. Very impressive, Richard. Shall we play round 2? It is... Build your own question. This is a team round. Now, the person in last place gets to choose their partner. That's currently all 3 of you. Katie, why don't you choose a partner, please? You had Rachel.
Yeah, well, let's go JB.
Yay!
Yeah,
we haven't seen that
before.
partnership before. Katie and Rachel, if you will change seats.
Yep.
Now, build your own question. We will see a list of 4 categories on the left-hand side of the board, 4 on the right. Katie, you'll choose one from the left. JB, you'll choose one from the right. And I will give you a question that combines both those categories. OK? Here are your categories today. On the left-hand side of the board, we have flags, ornithology, space and drummers. And on the right-hand side of the board, JB, we have fashion, Ireland, spines and one-of-a-kinds.
I'm going to go ornithology. Crazy, but why not?
You're going to go ornithology. And what would you like to go for on the right-hand side, JB?
One-of-a-kinds.
One-of-a-kind. So ornithology and one-of-a-kinds. Best of luck to the 2 of you. Here's the question that combines the 2. The Birdie Song was the only UK Top 40 single for which aptly named group?
Birdie Song.
I love the fact that this is way too early for JB and way too pop for Katie.
No.
We'd swapped you round.
Bearing in mind that I was young once, Richard.
No.
Wasn't it 2 Radio 1 DJ? Wasn't it Peter Purvis and Bill with My
It's a group. It's a group.
That's true, and they were aptly named, so it was an ornithological, birdie, feathery name.
Funny name, yeah. I'm not going to be much help on this, I'm going to be honest.
JB.
I'm really sorry.
You with your turkey knowledge.
I know.
I really thought I could rely on you.
It's not coming in handy right now.
Often when you put a team together, they're more than the sum of its parts. Feeling, yeah. This is not a good
hole of
This is not a good question for you. Do you just want to hazard a guess?
Yeah, go on.
Tweety pies.
The Tweety Pies, you're saying. Is it the Tweety Pies? It is not, I'm afraid. We can't hand it across, but I think it's the same as you think it is.
I think it's the tweets.
I think it's the tweets as well. Is it the tweets?
There was something in the Derham brain.
Yeah, the tweets is the answer.
Yes.
That's a tough question. That's tough, isn't it? Yeah.
It's tough, I got it, but it was...
Yeah, me too. But that's what I'm saying. But it was tough.
I'm not sure if I want our team to win.
Rachel, can you choose a category, please, from the left-hand side of the board? You can have ornithology again if you want, as long as you don't have the exact combination.
Oh, OK. I quite like my birds. Okay. All right, I'm going for ornithology again.
Oh, going ornithology again. Richard, you can choose any of the others there.
Not one of a kind. I don't know much about bird spotting, and I don't know much about fashion, but I'm guessing you might, so
put them together.
Let's go for fashion.
So, ornithology and fashion.
It must be some dress made out of feathers.
Shall we find out?
Yeah.
Here's your question that combines ornithology and fashion. At the 2001 Oscars, Björk famously dressed as a swan, but what appeared to drop from her dress onto the red carpet?
I don't know, do you? I mean, it might be an egg.
And she's Icelandic, isn't she?
Yeah.
She
might have done, dropped an egg as a joke.
I think egg is a great shout. I like egg.
Let's say egg,
as good as punt as any, isn't it?
You're going to go for egg.
Egg.
Egg dropped from her dress onto the red carpet. Is that the correct answer? It is the correct answer. Well played, Rachel and Richard. Nicely done. Now, JB, if you choose, please, a category from the left-hand side of the board this time.
I'm going to go with flags.
Flags for JB. And Katie?
Well, let's go fashion again.
Flags and fashion. Let's take a look at your question. What symbol was on the back of the famous Union Jack dress that Jerry Halliwell wore at the 1997 Brit Awards? What symbol was on the back?
No one was looking at the back.
I don't think they were, no.
Yeah.
Was it a C&D symbol? Was it that? Was it V for victory, I wonder? She said carefully. At that time, 1997, C&D weren't exactly in the headlines, were they? But it was the kind of thing that was used as a fashion symbol. Do you know the sign I mean? With the...
Yeah, the peace sign. Yeah. That's a good shout.
C&D or like that? Which one?
C&D.
C&D. Let's go for the C&D symbol.
Okay, going for the C&D symbol or the peace symbol, as you called it?
The fashionably political symbol.
Let's take a look. Is it the C&D symbol? It is the C&D symbol. Well played. Nicely worked out. Richard, would you choose a category, please, from the left-hand side of the board?
Let's try space.
Rachel, something from the right-hand side of the board, please.
Space. Go for one of a kind?
Yeah.
Here's your question that combines both. Which planet, one of the so-called ice giants, is the only one in our solar system whose axis lies almost parallel to its orbital plane, meaning it effectively rotates on its side?
Ice giants.
Ice giant, well,
like Saturn.
I'm not sure. I think that might be gas. I think ice might be Uranus.
Uranus? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, Neptune's been declassified, hasn't it?
Neptune is still a planet. Pluto's no longer.
Oh, Pluto.
Planet, although it's come back and forth a couple
I like space, me. I'm glad I said this. I don't pick space.
Yeah, well chosen.
Yeah. I'm with Richard. I just...
Yeah. You'll be all right, yeah.
Smug.
No, it could be... I mean, it could be any of them, to be honest.
What are you saying?
Uranus.
OK. Let's see, Richard. Is it Uranus? See, it works both ways, mate. It's the right answer. Very well done. Very nicely done. Well done if you said that as well. Very well played. That is the end of that round. Katie, Rachel, if you swap back places, please. Lovely to spend some time with you, Katie.
Thank you, no, really.
Let's take a look at the scores, shall we, at the end of that pairs game. Well, Katie and JB have 2. Rachel, you have 3. Richard, 4 points in lead there. 7 points. Very nicely done. You've won the last 2 shows. Is he going to win 3 in a row? It's been done before, but not often. Shall we play round 3? It is today. It's all in the name. Now, we can make questions out of anything in this show, including your own names. What we're going to do, we're going to ask you a series of questions, and the answers are all made up of the letters in your individual names. OK? Fingers on buzzers, and a point if you get a correct answer, 2 points if you get one where it's your name that we're basing the answers on. We'll start with Rachel's name.
Oh.
All the answers are in the name of Rachel Riley, so 1 point for a correct answer, 2 if Rachel gets either of these. White-fleshed, pink-shelled fruit grown on trees native to China. That is JB.
Lychee.
Here's the correct answer, JB. Well played. Here's your second one, based on Rachel Riley. Olympic sport in which South Korea won gold in all 4 events at Rio 2016. Yes, Richard.
Archery.
Is the correct answer. Well played. The next are based on your name, JB, which I'm going to be honest is harder. So a point if you buzz in with the correct answer, 2 points, JB, if you get one of these. Here we go. Here's your first one. First name of the celebrity who won the second UK series of Strictly Come Dancing. Rachel.
Bill.
Is incorrect, I'm afraid.
Oh.
That is JB.
Gill.
Is the correct answer. Well done.
Oh, for Turnbull.
2 points, not Bill Turnbull.
No, it was
Jill Hoffman, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dear.
With their jive.
Here's your second one. The answer is in JB Gill's name. First name of the author of the 1995 travel book, Notes from a Small Island. Yes, Katie.
Bill Bryson. Bill.
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 Is the correct answer. Very well done. Katie, the next ones are based on your name, so you get 2 points if you buzz in, 1 point for everybody else. Capital of Senegal featured in the name of a famous cross-country rally. Yes, Katie.
I'm thinking Dakar.
Is the correct answer. Well done. Here's your second one, Katie. Muppet, who had a 1979 US hit on the Billboard Hot 100 chart with Rainbow Connection. Yes, Richard.
Kermit.
Is the correct answer. Well done.
You could make Kermit out of my name.
Incredible.
Brilliant.
Richard, these next two are going to be based on your name, so if you get them right, you get 2 points, 1 point for anybody else. Trout-like fish of the genus Salvelinus. Yes, Rachel.
Chard.
Is
Oh,
incorrect.
no.
Yes, JB.
Herring.
Is that correct? That's incorrect as well. Those pesky question setters.
No, it's not.
Nope. Shall I tell you?
Is it?
The answer is...
Char.
Char.
Without the D.
Char, absolutely. I thought chard, but then that's the vegetable, I
Yeah,
guess.
sounds
I would have said the
close.
same thing. Here's your second one. Most populous country in Africa. Yes, Katie.
Nigeria.
Is the correct answer. Well played. Well, that's the end of that round. Very close. Good round for Katie, that one. Let's see where that leaves the scores. 3 rounds down. Rachel with 3, JB 5, Katie catching up a bit with 6. 9 points for Richard.
Plenty of time.
Plenty of time to catch up, Richard. You're quite right. And we start catching up with round 4. Round 4 today is... the Rich List. Oh, I like the Rich List because this is the only game that I get to play in as well. What we're going to do, I'll give you a series of categories. You need to write down a correct answer. OK? If you write down a correct answer, I give you a point. Unless somebody else writes down the same correct answer. OK? And I will also be writing down an answer on my board. Here is your first category. You need to write down a correct answer to this, please. EastEnders characters who have run the Queen Vic. EastEnders characters who have run the Queen Vic. So you need a correct answer and for it to be something that nobody else says.
I've never watched an episode.
You've never watched it? That's good news.
Not really, no.
Oh, really? This is becoming easier. Has everyone got an answer?
Yeah.
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 OK. We'll start with Rachel, who's never watched an episode.
I went Phil Mitchell.
Phil Mitchell. Is that a correct answer? Absolutely. Well done. Unless someone else says it. JB, who have you gone for?
I've said Alfie.
Alfie, says JB. Is that a correct answer? It is as well. Well done. Katie, who have you said?
I'm lacking confidence now, but I've said Peggy Mitchell. She ran
Peggy
for a while,
Mitchell?
didn't she?
Is that the correct answer? Well played. Richard, 3 out of 3 so
I think
far.
she had a variety of surnames, but Sharon Watts, I think, was one of the surnames.
Oh, she has a-
Sharon.
Letitia.
Is that a correct answer?
Yeah, you know the names.
It is a correct answer. Points for everybody, and you all avoided each other's answers, unless I've written the same answer as somebody. And I have.
Oh, no.
I have written... I'm so sorry. Oh, no. Sharon. That's what I wrote. I'm so sorry. I didn't put a surname, but I meant the same person.
Yeah, no, that's fair
I
enough.
promise you. So, a point to everyone. Nothing for Richard there. Let's take a look at some other answers you could have had.
Dirty Den.
Angie Watts, Archie Mitchell, Chrissy Watts, Dan
Frank
Sullivan,
Butcher.
Jen Watts, Eddie Royal, Frank Butcher, Grant Mitchell, Jan Hammond, Kat, Linda,
Linda
Mick, all the
Carter,
Butchers.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah, Linda Carter, Wonder Woman, Pat Butcher, Shirley Carter and Steve Owen. Well played, everyone. Let's take a look. Well, I say that, apart from me and Richard. Well played at home if you avoided all of those answers. Your next category is UK seaside towns that are home to at least one Peer of the Year winning peer. So sort of seaside towns with a good peer, essentially. That, of course, is by the National Peer Society.
Of course.
Everyone got an answer? JB, we'll start with you. Where have you gone, sir?
I've gone with Blackpool.
Blackpool. Sounds reasonable. Is that a correct answer? It is a correct answer. Well played. Katie, what have you said?
I've gone for the controversial Hastings.
Hastings. Well, it's very beautiful, the new Hastings
Yeah,
Pier.
exactly.
Was that a correct answer? It is. Richard.
Well,
What
I've
have you gone
taken a punt on that somewhere where I've been, where I believe there is a pier. I don't know if it's won anything. Which is Bournemouth.
Bournemouth. Is that right? No, it isn't, I'm afraid. No. It is not. Rachel, what have you gone with?
Not sure about tactics here, but I went with the longest pleasure pier in the world. My
Southend
hometown.
on Sea.
Yeah, Southend,
You would
mate.
think
Yeah,
so,
I
sure.
nearly went for that, then I thought you would go for it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Everyone knows I'm going to go for this. Maybe that's a good
Is that right?
tactic, you know?
It is right.
Go
Very
on,
well done.
Southend. Get in.
That's absolutely right. And I was also thinking that I went from Hastings then Southend, and I knew you'd write Southend because you're from Southend. So I said Brighton, so everyone is safe.
Hey!
I was going to say
Thank
Brighton.
Oh, were you? Okay.
Brighton, because I thought no one would say Brighton.
Yeah. Well, somebody did. It was me.
Yeah, no.
Well played. Point for everyone apart from
Me.
Richard there. Let's take a look at some of the other possible answers. Boscombe, Clevedon, Cromer-Deal, Eastbourne, Hastings,
Yeah.
Llandudno, Penarth, Saltburn,
I was going to say that.
Southport, Southwold,
Started
Swanage,
writing
Weston-super-Mare and Worthing. Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Ah, there's a shame. Shall we do our next one? Our final one in this round? Here's your category. Characters in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory who don't get to go on the tour of the factory. So any character mentioned by name in the novel doesn't go on the tour.
I mean, there aren't that many.
It's hard. Everyone got an answer? We'll start with Katie. Katie, what have you said?
I'm saying Grandpa George.
Grandpa George. Okay, it's the four.
Yeah.
There's the four grandparents on there.
Yeah.
Is that correct? It is correct. Well played, Katie. Richard, who have you gone for?
I've gone for Charlie's mum, Mrs. Bucket.
Mrs. Bucket. Okay.
It's his mum.
Yeah, she didn't go.
Is Mrs. Bucket a correct answer? Well played, Richard. Rachel, what have you said?
Well, I'm onto a loser either way, so I just went for Grandpa.
Grandpa, I think we can't accept,
Yeah.
I'm afraid, because one of them went, one of them didn't. JB, who have you said?
I'm not sure how much more successful this would be, but I said Grandma.
There's two grandmas, aren't there?
Grandma Georgina.
Georgina, yeah.
I wrote Grandma Josephine, is that right? That's
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
Yes, Grandma Georgina and Grandma Josephine.
Yeah.
So it's a point to Katie and for Richard. Let's take a look at the other answers you could have given. Arthur Slugworth, Charlotte Russ. You can see them on the board there. I won't go through all of them. And the next board, all sorts of different answers there.
Prince Pondicherry, I don't remember him.
Well done if you said any of those. Tablets away, everybody, including mine. Let's take a look at the scores as we go into our final round on Thursday's House of Games. Rachel, you have 5, JB 7, very tight at the top. Katie with 9 and Richard has 10 points. Here we go. Final round is, of course, as always, Answer Smash, and it is one of those situations where anyone could catch up, OK? Something in this for everybody. Fingers on buzzers, please. In Answer Smash, I show a picture, I show a clue underneath it. You smash the answers together. Point for a correct answer, point off for an incorrect answer. Here is your first category. Artist. So the pictures will be artist. Smash their name into the clue at the bottom, please. Good luck, everybody. Here's your first one. Which rapper's UK #1 singles include Stan and The Real Slim Shady? Well, that is Richard.
Tracy Eminem.
Tracy Eminem is correct. Tracy Eminem. You smash them together, you get Tracy Eminem. Here's your next one. What name is given to a type of leather shoe without a fastening, allowing the foot to slide in?
I'm I'm going to...
Yes, Katie.
It's a gamble, I know. Mickle Sandlow.
Is incorrect, I'm afraid.
Damn it. Point off.
No one's going to risk it, I'm presuming. It is Michelangelo.
Oh, of course.
Point off, Katie, I'm afraid.
Yeah, of course.
Here's your next one. Which American crooner had a 1958 UK #1 with the song Magic Moments? Yes, Katie.
Grayson Perry Como.
It is the correct answer. Well done. Grayson Perry Como.
That's a great dinner party guest, isn't it?
Yeah. Here's your next category. Pub grub. Those will be the pictures. There'll be a clue underneath. Smash them together. In football, what term is used to describe a player in a position illegally ahead of the ball when it is played? Yes, Rachel.
Beef stroganoff side.
Beef stroganoff side is the right answer. Well played.
It's thoroughly enjoyable from
Yeah,
start to finish.
it really is.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Here's your next clue. David Bowie topped the UK singles charts in 1980 with which song? Yes, Richard.
Sausages and mashes to ashes.
Bangers and mashes to ashes is the right answer. I'll give you that. Bangers and mash, ashes to ashes. Here's your next bit of pub grub and your next clue. In 1997, The Verve reached #2 in the UK singles chart with which song? Yes, Rachel.
Welsh Rare Bittersweet Symphony.
It's the correct answer. Welsh Rare Bittersweet Symphony. These get more and more absurd.
French toast, the drugs don't work.
Here's your next category. Metal bands. Here's your first one. In 1997, Theresa May was elected as MP for which parliamentary constituency? Katie.
Motorhead.
Is incorrect. Yes, Richard.
Iron Maidenhead.
Iron Maidenhead. Iron Maiden and Maidenhead.
No, Motorhead would have been
Point
good
off,
though,
Katie,
right?
I'm afraid. Sorry?
Motorhead, I was quite pleased with myself with that.
Oh, yeah, listen, if that was Motorhead, and if Motorhead fitted with the clue, absolutely, you've had every right to be pleased with yourself. Here's your next one. That is the end of the round, end of the show. It wasn't close at the end. Yeah, Katie, you had to, though. You had a point to make up, so you had to throw yourself into it. You didn't. I think today's winner is obvious to all. It's a third win in a row for Mr. Richard Herring. Well played, Richard. Rachel and JB, 7 points each. Katie on 8. Richard on 13. 3 wins in a row, Richard. Very impressive. That means 3 prizes in a row as well. What would you like to win today?
I think this has to be the fondue set.
Has to be fondue, doesn't it? Richard Herring takes home a fondue set. Well played. Now, Friday, tomorrow's show, we'll discover who wins this trophy. Friday's Double Points Friday, so there's a chance for everyone to make up some extra points. But shall we see what the weekly leaderboard looks like? JB, you have 7 points. Rachel, 9. Katie, 11. Richard, only 3 points in the lead. 14 points. Richard Herring.
Very good.
So you've still got to put in a performance tomorrow, it has to be said. I will see all of you here, same time, same place, and I'll see you as well on the House of Games.